Hey guys, this is Mr. H. Hey, I am going to continue with this review packet, creating a couple videos, couple more videos. All right, what we have here is an inequality, and they want us to solve it, and they want it in the simplest form. Generally, when you see simplest form, it means it's going to be a fraction, and they want you to make sure the fraction is simple. But the most important thing is we're going to graph this and find the intersection just like we did with the inequality. The only difference is instead of having just one solution, this one is going to have many solutions. So we got to figure out which way do the solutions go? Do they go to the left or are they going to the right? So that's the key difference between equations and inequalities. We just have to figure out which way the arrow goes. All right, so let's go. First thing, just like we did before, we're going to draw a line down through the inequality. Everything on the left goes in the f1 of x. Everything in the right goes in the f2 of x. We're going to find where they intersect. Notice I said x, not h. So that means when you graph this, you're going to have to replace the h with an x. Please do not graph an h or any other variable besides x. So let's go. So now that we've got that, let's go to the calculator, bring that up right here, go to graph, and we're going to type in what we see, a -5 minus 4 parentheses, a -6x, not h, plus 1, close the parentheses, and oh, I messed up. Should have a parentheses here. I think that fixes it. Yep, that's it. Be careful. Make sure like I said before, make sure your calculator looks like the actual problem. All right, there we go. We got a straight line. Now what we're going to do is tab and we're going to put in the right-hand side. So it's going to be a -7 x minus 4 minus x. All right, we're going to press enter. And we can almost see the intersection. So I'm going to pull it up a little bit so we got the intersection in the window. Now we can do menu 64. So we go menu 64. Oh, so we got this decimal. All right. So I don't think you're going to have one of these um, on the benchmark, but I'm going to show you how to do this. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to store this into the variable x, press enter. And now I'm going to go to the calculate screen and I'm going to press X and the number that I stored is in there. Actually, I can just take that. That's an easy one because it's a terminating decimal. So this one would be easy. So all I got to do is do menu 22. And the answer is going to be 5/32. That is our answer. So I would go, let's see, back here to my iPad. And I'm going to write H is something 5/32. Now, here's a question. Should it be greater than 5/32 or should it be less than 5/32? Now, I don't know, but what I do know is that I'm going to take 1,000 and I'm going to store that into H. And then I'm going to key this in. And if I get a true statement, means that my solutions go to the right. If I get a false statement, that means my solutions go to the left. So let's do that. So let me go back to the calculator. Not quite done with it. So now what I'm going to do is I am going to take 1,000 and I'm going to store that into the letter H because that's what now when you're storing numbers, you can store it into any letter. It's only when you're graphing that you have to use X. So now all I'm going to do is I'm going to type in the inequality exactly like I see it, a -5 minus 4 parentheses, a -6H plus 1, right? Close the parentheses, then I get the inequalities. Remember, the inequalities are control equal. I need the greater than symbol, and then it's going to be a -7H minus 4 minus H. Then I press enter, and it says true. So that means that that basically means that 1,000 is a solution for this, which means that the solutions are going to the right because it's got to include that. So now let me go finish this up on the iPad. Now, the reason that I have this, so 5 over 32 is going to be somewhere in here. It's going to be small. I'm going to make it blue. It's going to be somewhere in here. It's going to be between 0 and 1 because it's less than 1, but it's greater than 0. But the key is now we know that the answer goes to the right. That's going to be the answer. So we're going to say, we can come here, we can get rid of this, and we can write h is greater than 5 over 32. Now, I'm going to do a couple things here. So if I were to say, what's the smallest integer that will make this inequality true? If I said, what's the smallest integer that will make this true? What you guys should say is, well, it starts at 5 over 32. The smallest integer will be 1. So when h equals 1, that's going to be a solution, and that's the smallest integer. 0 doesn't work. A -1 doesn't work. -2, none of these work. So the very first integer that will make this true is 1. So if you see a question on the Regents or on the benchmark that says, what's the smallest integer that's going to make this inequality true? That's all you have to do. You should use a number line. Now, on the questions on the benchmark, you may not be given a number line on all of them, probably on most of them. But even if you're not, you should draw one yourself. It's helpful. So anyway, that's it for this one. I am going to go ahead and end this and post it just so that you have it. Now, if you're able to do this algebraically, more power to you. But at this point, I just want you to be able to graph it and find the intersection. Understand that, all right? The answer is h is greater than 5 over 32, and that would be it. And okay, I'm done.